We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a back.
And off we go from Denver. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. A first look now for Darrington Evans. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Tannehill. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. For Njoku from a week ago. Just a really crisp, clean effort. Well over 100 yards receiving.
But didn't he feel like he needed a hug when we talked with him this week?
Oh, because he wanted the touchdowns.
He wanted the touchdowns. He was all depressed after that performance. I'm like, what's wrong with you? You were brilliant. He's like, yeah, but I didn't get in the end zone. He must have heard from the fantasy players on that one.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now it's Tannehill. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
And almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
Yeah, it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. K.J. Hamler returning it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, Langford. And his throw is incomplete. This defense for the Titans. Very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Langford. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 15 carries, 73 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter. Where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice week.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a throw here to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Looking to throw. Langford, he wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Solid catch there for a man who's been... But Joe Judge, I have to say, in his case.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get
So Matt LaFleur had it right, and he'll wind up winning that challenge. On 1st down, Tannehill. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown. Touchdown number 22 on the season. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Langford. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Langford. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They'll look to throw again. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. On second down now, it's Henry, and brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. This is the tight end, Njoku. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Langford. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Langford going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a 3rd person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This will be caught by Brown. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
This will go to Henry out wide. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the club. Stages of the first half. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bronco offense ready to begin this 3rd quarter of play. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Langford. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Langford. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. Defense has a touchdown. Rohrwasser on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards.
Open man Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a Game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Fights him off. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
To throw on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jayon Brown picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. To throw on third down, Langford. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Langford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Langford. Open man Hamler. That's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. Langford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They've got to give them a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Tennessee offense set to go again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Off play action, Tannehill. Jones has it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
The key here, as it usually is, protection. Love the design of this one because they leaked the running back out and sent him down the field. But you've got to give a quarterback time to locate him. They did for a nice play.
A first down carry for Henry. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Play action. It's Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Tannehill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Langford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Langford. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. They'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Evans. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it? They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter. Tannehill. This will be caught once again by Brown. Not much there, only a yard. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive. Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And at this stage, in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys. Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 64 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here.
They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And I believe the referee's been taken out.
Come on now, let's go.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing now, Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. The 40. 20. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Hamler now to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Broncos now down by 11. And time, a huge factor. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10. Finding Sutton. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards the pickup there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Back to throw. Langford able to find Judy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Langford. This is Hamler on the receiving end. The Broncos in their hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for two. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Talking about.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Tannehill going to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now Tannehill steps away. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now it's Tannehill. Rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming out really to that last play. Good job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Broncos, it's a rare peak in a season of valleys as they move to 3-12 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.